We bring in now NBC meteorologist Bill Cairns. Kerry Sanders, I'm afraid for him. He's out there in this storm. We've been talking a lot, Bill, about this. I just wanted to re-rack it again because hurricanes are two things. They are wind that is terrifying and the sound of what it's blowing around and what it's doing to you. And then there's the water that you can drown in, that if you try to drive in it, your car can skid off literally into the ocean if you're in Florida. And they're both. Is this primarily a wind storm, or it seems like it's more of a water storm, and has it slowed down?
It all depends on where you are. Some areas, like Fort Myers, it was both. I mean, it was historic storm surge plus winds that were likely 120 to 130 miles per hour. So you got extreme wind damage, and you have catastrophic historic storm surge. And so that's kind of like when we see the pictures tomorrow of, okay, what area was hit the worst? It's going to be Cape Coral, and it's going to be Fort Myers. Both low-lying areas where the water went miles inland during the peak of the storm surge this afternoon. The water's still up. It hasn't totally receded yet, but it's on its way down finally. So that's kind of the stage that we're getting at. And then as far as the winds go, anywhere from, let's say, Port Charlotte northwards, it wasn't a surge event because the storm made landfall kind of over you. So you had mostly the wind was blowing the water out to sea. So from Arcadia to Venice, Sarasota southwards, the Inglewood area, that's where you're going to see just the wind damage, not the really water problems. And I'm only talking about surge. We still have to deal with flash flooding concerns, too. That hasn't really developed yet, but that will tonight as the storm treks up towards Orlando. So just in the last hour, just what was updated, this extreme wind warning, this area of purple inside of here, heading to the northeast to Punta Gorda and Arcadia to Sebring, heading into southern Osceola and Polk counties. What that means, it's the equivalent of a tornado heading your way. So everyone's phones are going off. If they're watching TV, they're getting the message, the alert on their TVs telling them to get to shelter, get to their safe rooms, go to interior room with your family and get safe. Put pillows on top of you, blankets. If you want to grab the twin mattress, go in your bathtub and you put that on top of you. That's the message that's being told to all these people in this area because we still have a major Category 3 hurricane that's moving over. So yes, you kind of get that feeling of we don't have the reporters getting blown around anymore at the coast. But for the people inland from the Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte areas, this is still a very significant event and a very scary evening where it sounds like a train. The house is shaking, the windows are shaking, and the power's out, so you don't even know what's going on. And it's scary. And that's what's happening right now out there, Joy. And I know you were wondering about the water situation because you mentioned, the storm surge, but that rain, that heavy shield of rain is now near Winter Haven. It's heading up here right over the top of Orlando through the overnight hours. So Orlando is going to have gusts up to 80 miles per hour, maybe 90. That's enough to knock out power, and you're going to have the chance of 2 feet of rain by tomorrow morning. So things could be very ugly on the I-4 corridor as we go through daybreak. And then, Joy, how cruel is this going to be that we're not just done with this storm because we have to track this thing for 2 more days. Our friends up in Jacksonville to Brunswick, Georgia, all the way up through Savannah, Hilton Head, Charleston, they could possibly see a strong tropical storm or a Category 1 hurricane landfall on Friday. Ian's not done yet. I'd say 80% of the damage from the storm is done, but there's still that 20 to go. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I'll tell you, I lived through earthquakes, tornadoes out west. I lived in Colorado, and hurricanes. Hurricanes are the scariest. They really are. Like you said, it sounds like a freight train. It sounds like literally hell on earth. There's nothing like it. So really wishing folks well down there. Bill Cairns, thank you very much, man. Really appreciate you. Joined now again by our good friend, anchor Ali Velshi, who is in Naples. And, just to pick up, I don't know if you could hear Bill, Ali, but,
I did, yeah.
There is a lot that has changed about the Earth that has made these things worse, right? I mean, these things are thriving because the water is getting warmer. And I think when we stopped calling it global warming for political reasons, but that's what it is, right? Our Earth is getting warmer, and there is just no doubt, I think, left that it is feeding these beasts.
Well, and where it comes out is in the intensity. The people say, well, there have been hurricanes for millennia. Well, that's true. But we sometimes get these ones that are so much more damaging and so much more intense. And then there's the complicating factor that in places like Bill was just talking about, the St. Johns River in Florida, Savannah, Charleston, like Miami, gets water that comes up on a good sunny day. That's climate change because water levels are rising. So on one hand, you have more intense storms because of warm weather and the patterns patterns that cause these storms to form. And then you've got greater damage because we've got rising water levels. And it's good that we talk about these things in the moment, because lots of times over the years when I brought it up, people have said, oh, now's not the time to talk about it.
Right.
Now's the time to talk about it, because the only time people are paying attention to how damaging these things are. And that does mean taking into account how you build things and how you account for it, which is fine in places like Naples here, where you can build stuff that's off the ground. But what about in poor areas where people don't have the money to rebuild? What about what happened in New Orleans during Katrina? So this is why we have to think about climate change in relation to severe weather, in relation to how people can actually mitigate it.
And by the way, Ali, you know, we talk a lot about all of these things as separate stories. You do a brilliant job. If you guys aren't watching Velshi every weekend, you're really missing out, because Ali brings all of this stuff together. We're talking about when migration is happening around the world. A lot of that is also driven by this stuff. You know, as these places that we've chosen to live, or where people have no choice but to live, become inhospitable, what do people do? They move.
Yes.
If it's inside Florida, when you've got to run from that water, you need to move. You need to move inland. You need to go inland. When Katrina happened, people moved. They went to Houston. Some of them did not go back. We're not saying that's going to happen now. But the reality is that humans, we're literally running from the climate change that we're pretending isn't happening. But we're physically being moved around the earth because of it.
It will actually be the single biggest cause of migration. We typically think of migration being caused by conflict and wars and things like that. In Syria, it triggered it in Ukraine. That's not going to be what it is. It's actually going to be migration because people can't move. Generally speaking, prosperous people can move first because they can afford to. But eventually, when the grain stops growing or the fields keep flooding, the poor people move too, and we're going to have to come to terms with the fact that that's going to be the major cause for migration around the world and here in America. It is really hard to live in places that get hit by tornadoes and get hit by hurricanes on an ongoing basis. You can't make a living out of it. So that is a really, really important and necessary consideration.
I gotta have you come back, because we could do a whole hour too on where like people with money choose to live, because they choose to live in some precarious situations too that are like low to the ground and are not enough off the earth to survive this stuff. It's a whole nother topic though. We'll do that another day. Stay safe, my friend. You're brilliant. Thank you very much, Ali Velshi.